friends, I'm so excited. We're back for another episode of Catherine's Quarters. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you guys, to start Catherine's Quarters this season, I was talking about all of the trades and people moving conferences and divisions and all kinds of stuff. And let me tell you, if nothing has been an indicator of that, the first 3 weeks of the NFL season have been that. So we're going to talk staples, we're going to talk surprises, we're going to talk sorrows, because there was some of that this weekend. So you know we're going to get to the staples, the surprises, and the sorrows. But I wanted to tell you guys about this really, really fun virtual watch party that I've been hosting with Hang. Basically, Hang is like a virtual watch party. They bring in a bunch of celebrities and athletes and all of that other stuff to just literally get together as if you're sitting on the couch with everybody and like talking and asking questions, just having fun conversation. It's such a good time. I'm going to link it here and then show you guys the website just so you can see, but it's really like a fun concept. And so this past weekend during the Saints-Panthers game, we chatted with Archie Manning and Cooper Manning and Lance Moore and D'Angelo Williams and Willie Rofe, and we had such a good time. I mean, it's so fun. There's like a chat function. If you're a VIP, you can always come on, turn your camera on and ask the questions to Cooper Manning or Lance Moore yourself. It was so much fun. I had such a good time. And I was also wearing my Eagles gear, which was really awkward, and really Rofe gave me some crap for that. But it's so much fun. So they do basketball games, football games, baseball games. I think we've done hockey games before. I didn't end up doing the hockey games because I was out of town, but so much fun. Like, just check out the website, check out the promo videos, check them out on Twitter. We even had like Twitch streamers and YouTube influencers, and we talked about a wide range of stuff. There's a doubleheader coming up this weekend. Just check out the website. I'll link it down below. It is such a good time. But let's get into the episode. So you know I'm gonna start with our staples, and I really hope I don't jinx anything by doing this, but guess what teams are 3-0, baby? It's only 2 of them, and I'm wearing one of the team's jerseys. Yes, my Eagles are undefeated, and so are the Miami Dolphins, which is slightly surprising, but like really great on them. I really hope I didn't jinx that though. So let's get into it though. My Philadelphia Eagles. Remember all those people who are talking about Lamar Jackson only being able to run the ball? He can't be a quarterback. Mere. I remember those folks. Those same folks are talking about my guy Jalen Hurts. Okay? Talking about my guy Jalen Hurts. First of all, we played the Commanders this week, we played the Vikings last week, and then we played the Lions the week before that. I got it. We haven't played the best of the best in the league. But let me tell you, Jalen Hurts and that offense, Brandon Graham and that defense, I know it's gonna seem like I'm biased because I'm an Eagles fan, but we just need to talk about the Eagles for a quick second, right? They got A.J. Brown during the draft, obviously. This year, they acquired him from the Titans. Fine, we knew that was gonna be great. Devonta Smith, we drafted him last year. Knew he was going to take some time to blossom. It was Nick Sirianni's first year in 2020, I believe. We knew that the Eagles offense was going to need a little bit of time, and these first 3 weeks are looking real good. Now, I'm not a crazy person.
Give me my theme music.
I will celebrate when they win, and I will dog them when they lose. Because as a real football fan, I want to see them put good football on the field every Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. But I also am realistic about chances to make it to the Super Bowl and chances to even make it to the damn playoffs at this point. Let's talk a little bit about Jalen Hurts, though. Let me give you guys some stats, right? Jalen Hurts, leading the league, passing yards per attempt, passing yards per completion. Now, for those of you who don't know what a completion is the quarterback throws the ball. The receiver catches said ball, holds onto said ball, does not drop said ball through whatever contact, and gains yardage. That is a completion. And Jalen Hurts is leading passing yards, attempts, and completions, okay? I'm excited about my Eagles, and I'm really, really hoping they can keep this momentum going. So obviously we have to talk about the Dolphins. Let's just run through who the Dolphins have played already. They played the Patriots, beat them 20-7. Played the Ravens, beat them 42-38. I remember we were talking about that game. And then they just beat the Bills 21-19 on Sunday. Now, the Bills game was a little discombobulated on the Bills side, and everybody's trying to attribute that to the fact that they were playing in Miami in the middle of September when it's grossly hot, grossly humid, grossly everything. They've played some pretty good games, honestly. Like, Tua's looked really good through the first 3 weeks, and Tua took a fall and he had to go into concussion protocol, and it was a very strange situation, and now the NFL is investigating because it was like the quickest concussion protocol that you could have ever imagined. I think he got up stumbling, like he could barely even get back to the line of scrimmage, and he got up stumbling, shaking his head, tapping his head, like all kinds of craziness. And so he goes into concussion protocol, he comes out, and it's like, okay, he's gonna just start? Is that okay? And so the NFL is investigating that. Hopefully there's no issues, because they do have a short week. They're playing the Bengals on Thursday, the Bengals who just got their first win this weekend. Aren't we happy for Joe Burrow and the team? But so the Dolphins playing the Bengals this weekend, they would love to have Tua, I'm sure. So, you know, the Dolphins look good. I'm not saying that the Dolphins are going to stay undefeated. Who do they have? They have the Bengals, the Jets, and then the Vikings, then the Steelers and the Lions and the Bears. I mean, those games are winnable for the way that the Miami offense, for one, but also the defense has been playing. I mean, I feel good about the Dolphins. I don't know how far they can go, playoffs and all of that good stuff, but they have the makings of that. So it just looks like there's a lot of clicking going on there, and we love to see that. So let's talk surprises. Obviously, Buffalo Bills. That's going to be the surprise, because the Buffalo Bills have looked so good through 2 weeks that it was just a little jarring to see them make bad decisions, just all around. Like, super unfortunate. But Josh Allen had 400 passing yards that game. 400. And so it's just a little surprising that they couldn't figure out how to close that game out when they had multiple opportunities to do so. I mean, they had some guys who are out on defense, and I get all of that. Like, when you have starters out, it's like the Chiefs. The Chiefs lost to the Colts. Is that surprising? Absolutely. But they had some starters out, and everybody is really figuring this thing out. Okay? Like I mentioned at the top, everybody is figuring this out. The Bills lose. The Bills have been really, really good through 2 weeks. I mean, the Bills were great last year, obviously, but we're talking about the 2022 season currently. So the Bills have been really, really good through 2 weeks. I mean, that week 1 game, that Thursday night game against the Rams, it was like, that team no one's beating. So why are we even doing this whole season? And so this week 3 game against the Dolphins is not one where you think, oh yeah, they're gonna upset them. It's like, that's not that hard to believe. No, this is surprising because they've looked so good. And when Josh Allen throws for 400 yards, it's kind of the expectation that they probably won that game. They did not, and it's surprising, but I don't think anybody on the Bills team, Bills fans, no one needs to be alarmed. They just need to make sure that they can close close games, because that is what the playoffs will generally be. Close games that you got to figure out how to win in the last 2 minutes. So we'll see what they figure out, but now we have to get to the sorrows, because this is just unacceptable. So let's talk sorrows. Obviously, it's the Raiders. They are the only 0-3 team left. They have not figured out how to win one singular game. And I'm telling you that they have not figured out how to win a single game, because they've lost the total points that they've lost by in the first 3 weeks is like 7, maybe 8. We're gonna do this right now. They got beat by the Chargers 24-19. So then they played the Cardinals. Cardinals beat them 29-23. The Raiders got beat by the Titans 24-22. They cannot figure out how to win these games. And that's going to be a problem for them moving forward. Just the Raiders really got to figure something out, because you cannot go into week 4. Like, they have to win this week. And this week they're going to play the Broncos. I mean, that should be a winnable game for them. Albeit the Broncos look a lot better than they have in many recent years. After the Broncos, it's the Chiefs, the Texans. The Texans have been in every single game they've played. They may not have won all of them, but they've been in it. And then they play the Saints, and then they play the Jaguars. Before Thanksgiving, y'all gonna be 0-7? Is that what we're going for? But you know who I am gonna shout out for the Raiders, who had a pretty good week? Matt Collins. Shout out my former Eagles teammate. I was never on the team. Never never on the team. All right, friends, that's it for this episode of Catherine's Quarters. I am going to be posting another episode as I am in Germany for a preview of week 4, and I'm really excited. You guys know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Always posting sports content just for funsies. But I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Check you later.